What's up, y'all? This video is about landing a high-paying tech job from home. Just a few years ago, I was working in the courier industry, feeling unfulfilled, and my back was hurting.
Okay. When I came down,
I was just really looking for a change. And that's when I came across the world of tech, more specifically tech sales. And then you fast forward to today, and I've not only landed a high-paying tech job, but I also gained the freedom to work from home in a hybrid role, providing my family with a better quality of life. If you're looking to make a similar transition and secure a high-paying tech job from the comfort of your home, you're in the right place. And this video, I'm going to walk you through the practical step-by-step guide to make that dream a reality in 2024. Let's get it. You gotta get into tech. So real quick, let's just talk about the tech industry itself, okay? So unless you've been under a rock, you've realized the crazy growth and just the impact that tech is having on everyday life, right? No matter what space you're in or where you go, you're gonna see tech in action. So now this is just your time to really get in on that action, right? So in tech, they have a variety of roles that you can choose from front end and back end software development, cybersecurity, UI, UX design, all the way to tech sales. Now, when you're diving into the tech industry, it's really like diving into a brand new big city that's just filled with a bunch of different neighborhoods that's popping, right? Or different tech roles and opportunities. So I'm encouraging y'all right now that you're starting on this journey, try and research the different roles in tech and really find where your interests align. Now, speaking of aligning your interests, you definitely want to identify your niche and your skills. So once you research the roles, now it's important that you narrow those down to a specific area within the tech industry that really resonates with you, right? Like what you do and all your skills, all your interests. Now, I mean, they got fintech, they have ed tech, which is education, right? You've been a teacher. Hello. You got gov tech, all y'all folks who've been in the military and you got all these different clearances and stuff. Listen, that clearance can lead you to some extra ducats, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Because these places, they need these clearances. So whatever space you're thinking about, tech is in it and you really want to be aligned. So when it comes to the tech industry, it's like you're in a huge bookstore that has all these different sections, and while you're looking through these sections of the bookstore until you find that genre, it's like, oh snap, that captivates you the most, that really piques your interest, and that's where you're gonna shine when you find that right space to be in. Yo, real quick, if you're enjoying this video so far and you're like, yo, I'm picking up what he putting down, go ahead and like this video. It helps other people who are looking to break into the tech industry find this video. So also, if you're new to my channel, I'm Tech Bag Trey and I talk about this kind of stuff all day on YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe so you can catch the next one. So go ahead and reflect on your own skills and interests and start researching roles that are aligned with those. Right? That's what's going to help you when you start reaching out to these different companies for jobs. And then you're going to have to build relevant skills. So there's a huge need that you're going to have to acquire or really hone in on specific skill sets that are in demand for the tech role that you chose. Sometimes you'll have natural skills that you got through all your years in the workforce, but you might actually be brand new, right? You just graduated high school, or maybe you did end up going to college, but you can't really find a role in the thing that you graduated in, and that's okay. But getting the relevant skills for the tech industry is like constructing a house, okay? So you're building a strong foundation of skills, and that's crucial before you add the roof and the walls or the advanced skills. You need the foundational skills. One way that's cost effective if you have no skills at all in the tech industry that we recommend here is online platforms like our sponsor, Course Careers. You ever felt like life was pulling you backwards? Like those big dreams and goals are really just slipping away because of daily struggles? If the tech world is calling your name, and trust me, it should be, but the thought of years in college is really holding you back, I've got the solution. Why do you keep going back to that job that doesn't feel your passion when in just a few months you can master the skills needed to break into the tech industry? Tech sales, front end or back end software development, UI, UX UX design, software DevOps, and more. Imagine making those big tech salaries that you've been hearing about. If you're not making that on your current paycheck, what are you waiting on? If you don't like the place you're in right now mentally, the money you're making, the house you live in, the car you drive, those dream vacations, it's all connected to where and how you work. So here's my gift to you. In the link in the description or on the screen, you're going to get access to a free starter course to discover where your passion is. And then once you're ready to commit, you're going to get $50 off of your chosen path. All you have to do is click the link in the description or go to getintechtoday.com. That's getintechtoday.com. Do not go into this new year doing the same old things. All right, I made the leap and it transformed my world. Now it's your turn. Let's get back to it. Now, once you've gotten those skills from your Course Careers course, now it's time to create an online presence, okay? In today's age, it's extremely important to have an online presence, whether you like that or not, right? But you can do it on a space like LinkedIn. A well-crafted online profile on LinkedIn can really help you have a digital resume and attract potential employers on autopilot, right? A lot of these tech recruiters spend a large amount of time on the back end of LinkedIn in the recruiter space, and having a great optimized profile is like having a living, breathing resume. All right, so even while you're at work at your regular 9-to-5 job, the dead end one that you're trying to get out of, there are people in the tech industry who are able to see your profile and reach out to you regarding roles and jobs that they have. So it's extremely important to have a good optimized LinkedIn profile and interacting a little bit as well, right? So think of the online profile like a storefront window. It's gonna need to be updated and arranged strategically to draw in those recruiters. So definitely optimize your LinkedIn profile, showcase all your skills, all your experiences, and talk about tech when you can, while you know, and interact with people in the tech industry. And now that you're on LinkedIn, then it comes into networking and connecting, okay? So it's extremely important to build a professional network inside of the tech industry. So start thinking now. Do you know anyone who's already in? That could be a great head start for you and possibly can skip a whole lot of steps just by who you know, and more importantly, who knows you, okay? Networking is just like planting a seed in a garden. It's gonna require time. You're gonna have to take care of it, but eventually it will give you fruit. And that could be 15 years down the road. Never know. Remember, seed, root, tree, then the fruit. Gonna take some time, but definitely worth it. So now that you've gotten a few interviews, you got to prepare for those. So make sure you're going over your previous work history and thinking about all the things that you've done in the past that can help you in this new role that you're trying to get, right? Google some of the commonly asked questions for that role. All of that stuff is important when you're preparing for the interviews. Probably going to have multiple rounds of interviews, so you're going to want to be well prepared. This is like rehearsing for a play, right, that you did when you were a kid. You want to practice so that you know what you're doing. The more you practice, that's the more confident you'll be inside the interview. And make sure you practice how you play the game, so that when you get in the actual game, it's just like practice. You see what I'm doing there? You get it, right? And also, if you're going into tech sales, I actually have done a video here on YouTube where I showed you a real interview. That's right, from start to finish, a real interview. That's linked to it is right up above. Go ahead and check that out. Now, you've done all the practicing, you've done all these interviews, you went through the first round, second round, all this stuff. Now it comes to negotiating the salary, right? And you really want to always do this because you want to make sure that you're receiving the fair compensation for your skills and experience. And sometimes you might say like, yo, I don't got no experience, I'm new to this. Either way, you are bringing a unique something to the table, and you don't want to get shortchanged just because you didn't ask. A lot of these companies have large budgets and they have money set aside for bonuses and all this type of stuff, but if you don't say anything, neither will they. So negotiating salaries is like playing that game, and whoever wins gets the prize. Now you both can win, but you gotta make sure you do do your stuff. It's like you're one of the owners of the stand at the flea market. So your price tag is the absolute lowest that you can take, which should be the lowest that you can, take to pay all your bills, right? And then you move from there. But it's extremely important to know your value and make sure that you are researching the industry's salary standards and what's going on for that role right then and there, and then practice on negotiating strategies so that you can come out a winner. Everybody wants to win, so you can make sure the company wins, you win, so that everybody's happy, right? So if you're thinking about getting into the tech industry, just remember, y'all, it's full of opportunities. If you have the right type of determination and the right strategies to get in, you can get to your career goals that you want, and you can get out of that dead end job. I'll see you in the next episode.